So now let's take a look at the system syslog. Now Junos offers extensive syslogging capabilities and tracing options. This is great because you need to be able to log what your equipment is doing for analysis. The syslog can generate messages related to things like user logins, configuration changes, or things happening with services. Anything that affects the operation of the device can be logged with the syslog. We can look at the syslog messages with the show log messages command. What this is going to do is it's going to start spitting out a page at a time the contents of the syslog. You can hit the space bar and you can continue through all the syslog messages. Or you can just hit the Q button to get out of that. Now if there is something in particular that you're looking for in the syslog, we can issue the command show log messages with the bar, and we're going to use the term match, and say we just want to look at anything that's related to users, so we can just type in user. Now it's going to show us all the syslog messages that have the word user in the actual message. So you can see all of these messages are user related. The syslog is located in the directory /var/log, and these files can be downloaded for viewing. Now you can empty out your syslog messages by issuing the command clear log messages. Alright, so now if we go back and issue the command show log messages, there is hardly anything there. Of course we have a few messages that have populated since we issued the clear command, but that command will completely wipe out all syslog messages. This is good if you're coming into a new system and there is just so many log messages that it's not really useful, or if all the log messages in the device are really old and you're putting a new configuration on the device. It's a good idea to just wipe the syslog messages at that point. That way, when you put the device into production, the only log messages that are there are ones that pertain to your configuration and are relevant to what's currently happening. In addition to logging system events, Junos can log routing events related to individual protocols. We can call these logging options or trace options. This type of log is actually configured through the hierarchy of a specific routing protocol. For instance, if we wanted to log OSPF events, we can go into the OSPF configuration structure like this, and edit mode, and we can go into protocols OSPF. Then we can issue the command set trace options, file, and we're going to give our log file a name. In this case, I'm going to use OSPF_log. And this will now create a log file for logging OSPF related events. We can view the specific log by going back to operational mode and entering the command show log. And whoops, we need to go down. Go down one. And we're going to say yes. And we can issue the command show log. And if we hit the question mark right here, this will show you the various names of the logs that you can select here. And if you notice, when we get to it here, the OSPF log that we just created is there at the bottom. So now we can just type in OSPF_log, and this will show us the events related to that log, or the contents of that log file. Now, I don't have OSPF turned on this machine, so there isn't really anything in the log here. But basically what's going to happen is as soon as there is an OSPF event or OSPF related event, the log will then be populated.